The Super Eagles of Nigeria are expected to be in action for the first time this weekend after finishing second at the 2024 AFCON, the African Nations Cup in Cote d'Ivoire, where they lost 1-2 in the final to the host Cote d'Ivoire. Yes, the big news for the Nigerian football followers is that the Super Eagles will be coached by a local coach, Finidi George, home-based coach. George Finidi will be in charge of the Super Eagles when they take on Ghana and Mali in two friendly games that will be held in Marrakesh, Morocco. Finidi George, yes, the cries from different quarters for a home-based coach to be in charge of the Super Eagles have been answered, at least on a temporary basis, as Finidi George has been named by the Nigerian Football Federation as the temporary coach of the Super Eagles. So he will be in the dugout. It will be a big, huge advertisement for home-based coaches, a huge advertisement for Finidi George, who after finishing his playing career in Spain, went on to coaching in Mallorca, went to coach Mallorca's under-19 team, where he had a fine time, and then he decided to return to impart some of his coaching knowledge in the local scene, in the local league of Nigeria. And today, he is the chief coach of Enyimba International of Aba. Yes, the very great Enyimba International. He led Enyimba International to winning the Nigerian League title last year. And he is on course fighting for the league again this year, as Enyimba currently placed second in the MPFL table. So Finidi George has been given the task of coaching the Super Eagles, and one can imagine that if the Super Eagles play well against Ghana, and if they play well, of course, against Mali, that the calls for Finidi George to be made the permanent coach of the Super Eagles could only ramp up a notch. The calls could get louder, and Finidi could be named the coach of the Super Eagles on a more permanent basis. And so for Finidi George, it's a big opportunity for him to prove himself, for him to prove his tactical knowledge, to prove his ability to deal with the many different egos of the Super Eagles, the Super Eagles players who are playing in some of the best leagues in the world, how he deals with how he handles his relationship with the players would be under some considerable focus. And of course, as well, how he is able to fashion out a tactical plan, a clear tactical plan that Nigerian fans can take to, that Nigerian fans can relate to, and that Nigerian fans can enjoy. So how well he does, it will be seen after the two games against Ghana and Mali, which come up this weekend. The story, Finidi George's story with the Super Eagles goes back a long way. In his playing days, he was, of course, a player of the Super Eagles. He represented the country. He made his scoring debut for Nigeria. He made his scoring debut for the Super Eagles in 1991 when he scored one goal in Nigeria's 4-1 routing of Burkina Faso in a World Cup qualifier. Finidi George was also the last person to score for Nigeria when they qualified for the USA 94 World Cup, the first time ever that Nigeria would be qualifying for the World Cup. Finidi scored the goal that helped Nigeria to qualify for that World Cup in a 1-1 draw against Algeria away in Algeria. He scored Nigeria's goal, and Algeria went on to equalize, but the Super Eagles held on to a 1-1 draw that was enough for them to qualify for the World Cup. And then in the World Cup in USA 94 itself, Finidi George provided the assist for Nigeria's goals king, Rashidi Yekini of blessed memory. Finidi provided the assist for Yekini to score Nigeria's first ever World Cup goal. And of course, now Finidi George is coach of the Super Eagles. It's a long story, interesting story for Finidi George as far as the national team of Nigeria is concerned. And so, fingers crossed, Finidi George will be able to do well for the Super Eagles, and Nigeria will enjoy his performance. I am Nelson Dafe for News Express Nigeria Television Sports.